robotic dogs are now patrolling an Atlanta apartment complex. I know Danny hates us. Taking on a job
That looks
usually
creepy.
done by human security guards. But all I'm saying is, if the goal is to keep people from breaking in, like, I'm not going. That thing scares me. They use cameras and remote operators to monitor the property, communicate with residents, can you imagine, and alert staff or police when needed. So I'm thinking back to when Claire tried to break into her own car because she locked everything in at 3 a.m. to come and work. This thing would have been coming after you, Claire.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, I applaud whoever invented this, but I feel like the thing I would be scared of is that. Even though it's supposed to be protecting me from other things, I think that thing is scary.
What happens when it turns on you?
Tiff, that's what I've been talking about this whole time. People are not listening. The machines are going to turn. Okay, anyway, I won't do that. I will say though, like, I just know that, like, as these things are out and about, like, especially like, you know, if you're in college and you have a few brewskis, someone's gonna like knock these things over or like break them.
I do wonder how like indestructible they are, because I'm sure they're thousands and thousands of dollars. And so do they break easily? Like if someone were to back their car over it,
Maybe.
is it done?
Yeah, and like does it, I'm assuming it has like a radius, but like what if it kind of wanders onto the street?
So many questions. Or you forgot to charge it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I think, oh, okay, they are user operated right now, our producer's telling us. I think I'd still prefer an actual dog to this.
Now for people who are very allergic to dogs,
Yeah, oh, that's a good point. This would be a good alternative.
I guess. I think I'd rather have a stuffed dog.
Yeah, but this to be security, like, just,
It would freak you out though.
This
Like if you were a criminal.
It's moving its paw.
yeah, and why was it like, was that like the motor underneath it? It's like rotating underneath its stomach.
It was winding up to come after the criminals. Like it was getting ready to run.
Yeah.
Danny hates technology.
No, I don't hate technology, because clearly technology can make our lives for the better. I mean, we wouldn't be streaming right now if it wasn't for technology. That being said, AI and this kind of robot dog nonsense, that's a little too much.
I wish that technology would have stopped like early 2000s. Digital cameras, flip phones, you had internet. You want to know why, Danny?
Because times were more simple back then.
He makes fun of me for saying that.
She says it like every time anything past like 2005, oh, times were just more simple.
You know what? And I was all of like 8 years old then, so I really enjoyed the time.
But yeah, robot dogs, I can't get behind that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's a little freaky for sure. Well, maybe your apartment will get one day. So a battle over a beaver mascot pitting a small convenience store against the giant behind the Buc-ee's. I feel like you don't want to mess with Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is suing two smaller businesses, Beaver Mini Mart in Ohio and Teddy's Market in Georgia, claiming that their logos and mascots are too similar and could confuse customers. I don't think so.
That looks like kind of a
they'll
stretch.
be confused.
If it's a small business, right, you know it's not a Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's are massive. And the customers for these small businesses, they're rallying behind them, saying a local mini mart and massive travel center are hardly the same thing. I agree.
I agree. And Buc-ee's doesn't own the beaver. And I think if you know Buc-ee's, you'll recognize it anywhere. You're not going to confuse it with something else.
Little mom and pop shop. Stay.
I agree.
Also, can we play the video again? They don't even look remotely the same.
They really don't.
They don't.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
They just have
Buc-ee's
the
has
teeth.
yellow. The other one doesn't. And then the Buc-ee's is just the head of the beaver, and then it's the full body.
With the hat on.
Yeah.
They're not even close to the same. And
Yeah.
if you're going to Buc-ee's, you're going to Buc-ee's.
Exactly.
You know what that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they're just, I don't know what their power trip is. I don't get it. Come on, guys. Leave them alone.
They already have a lot of money too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this person isn't taking any business from them.
No, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Let the small business thrive.
Yeah, I know they want to try to like protect, because I know like some companies do this, like Nintendo, like they're notorious for this. If you use like Mario in any of your like marketing, they come after you. Like they make
That's
sure.
different though. Like Mario
Yeah.
is theirs.
I know, but I'm saying like Buc-ee's for them, like they think, oh, the beaver is now theirs.
Mickey Mouse does this. It's the same.
Oh yeah, you
With
don't
Disney?
You don't touch Mickey. Disney's coming after you.
Absolutely not. So like my social club in college, because it was founded in 1925, our mascot was Mickey Mouse.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
But we couldn't use that on anything because
Of Disney.
Because of
Disney would
Disney.
come after you.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the black vans are coming to Washington Baptist, and they're knocking
they're
down
not,
your
because
door.
we followed the rules. You know, us over there at Washington Baptist, we follow rules.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, an historic main home is on the market for just $1. Okay, but here's the one catch: the buyer has to move it.
What?
The house built around 1900. It's the Deering House. It's set to make a way for a new Bath Ironworks facility unless someone can relocate the property before the deadline. So the home is being sold as is, with the buyer responsible for the cost of moving it, which include transportation, permits, utilities, and a new foundation. Historic preservation advocates say saving the house would give someone a one-of-a-kind home and a unique story to tell. I feel like this is something like a museum's going to have to take over.
I was going to say, I think it should be maybe more of a historic site than someone's home. It sounds like a handful.
It looks like it's ready to move.
Yeah.
I know. Well, because that's how they took the Frank Lloyd Wright house up at Crystal Bridges. They broke it down. They broke it down in like many pieces, and they like hauled it across from the East Coast to Arkansas. So like you said, I think if some sort of museum got it and kind of had it as like a historical preservation, that'd be a cool way to do it.
Can you imagine that, just driving down the highway? This big old house.
No.
You'd probably have to do it at a weird time of night with police escort, something like
For
that.
sure.
Well, yeah. Usually, what they do is, I know sometimes like they have like the oversized loads. They'll take up both lanes, and it makes I almost said it makes people mad. It makes people mad. I'll say it that way. But yeah, it's one of those where it's like you gotta move a house. I don't know how else to do it.
And you're the truck behind that's always like oversized load.
Yeah.
Stay back. Hey, if you want the house that bad and you have all the money in the world, why not?
Go for it.
Exactly.
Why not? But if you were looking for a deal, you're not getting one. All right, well, stay with us. We'll have more right after the break.